bad guys really don't mess around.
Why is it this guy plus other dudes? I thought that said Astral Down. I thought that said Astral Donut. I'm so hungry. I legitimately thought that said donut, dude.
So tired.
Dibs.
All that running around is catching up with you. No, I don't think that's it.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Please. Please. Oh, no, I needed that break, dude. Oh, Dohleem's dead. Of course he is. Oh, he's getting back up. He's fine. He's fine. He died, but then he got better. What was I just looking at? What was that? Was that even from this game? Was that from a different game? What screen was that from? Please, someone kill this thing. I've gotten you so close to a break so many. Thank you. Thank you. You're next on the list. I don't want to use my thing on you. I want to use it on the other one.
Start by holding the front line.
Rinwell, help. Sorry, help. I need this. I need to get this break. I need this break. Goodbye.
Got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still go.
Go down.
This one's mine.
On the ground. Hit you with this. Big damage. 2 HP. I planned that. That was on purpose. None of you can prove otherwise. Not a single one of you. Yo, easiest core break of Law's career. Let's get it. Let's get it, chat. Burn, 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 burn. Ow. Big ouch. Thank you. This is the laser beam? Yeah, yeah. Laser beam is actually, like, as long as the AI isn't stupid, this is basically free damage for everyone. Get back down. Get in there, Rinwell. Just get some damage, girl. I'm pretty sure your thing just does damage normally if it does nothing else. We need CP, but I think this is the last fight before the cutscene, which might lead to a checkpoint again, so I don't want to use it. Help.
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Knock it down 4. I don't need HP anymore. HP has become irrelevant. We've moved past the need for HP. Please. Thank you.
All yours, Kisara.
Whew.
I can feel my power growing.
Look at all that stuff. Adamantine tendon. Thank you. All right, let's see where this puts us. Are there more enemies here? I might need to do some stuff first.
That
Whoops.
just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
No way is there going to be a boss right here without them healing me first. Hopefully. Famous last words.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
You're such a fool! That's so risky!
there was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear?
Rinwell!
What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dahna and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dahna's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
Yeah, but like, they're not the same, and the, whatchamacallit, the Great Spirit is still the catalyst for all of this, controlling the, although it seems like the Great Spirit wasn't directly controlling the Helganquil, like telling them what to do. it was just kind of like forcing them to act towards it, what it wanted. And then the Helganquil kind of made their decisions about how to go about doing it, I think, is what they're kind of saying here. Very, very interesting. I mean, you know, if there's a way we can peacefully resolve everything and put the two worlds together, that's really interesting that, like, apparently Rena and Dahna are supposed to be one entity. Like, you're supposed to be merged into one form. But then what happens with the Great Spirit of Darkness then? Does it, like, get to control people on the new planet, or how does that work, I wonder? A lot of really strange questions they're bringing up at the very end of the game here.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dahna, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Dahnan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dahna's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dahna the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Alright, that makes sense. So, unlike Dahna, Rena developed a will, and its will made it hungry more and more, and it had to absorb more and more until it absorbed Rena to the bone. And then apparently, Rena's spirit, its will, realized that they were supposed to be, like, one together. Like, Dahna and Rena were supposed to be together. I mean, who's to say that the two planets are supposed to be together? How does Rena's will know that? I don't know, maybe it's just lying to you, Rinwell. But it was starving, and so it was afraid of starving, so it wanted to merge with Dahna so it wouldn't starve, I guess. Really, really interesting. We still gotta friggin' kill it, though, I think. Hello. Oh, we've still got more enemies. Ah, more Helganquil. Classic. Well, in that case, I am definitely in need of doing this. Do that. I hope we're near another, whatchamacallit. Save my last happy bottle in case we need it. Hope we're near another checkpoint.
Discourteous, aren't you? I shall ensure you survive this.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I'm in my overlimit now? Wasn't expecting that. There you are.
Another incantation ruined.
I messed that up so bad. I messed that up so much. Don't talk to me. That was a mess. I didn't know what was happening. I plead insanity. Oh, Kisara's mad. Shouldn't have done that.
Go for it!
Later, loser.
Think we overdid it?
Not today.
On the ground. Keep it going, keep it going, Dohalim. Keep it going, Dohalim. Let's go, brother.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Toasty. Punch him. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. We're still going, still going, still going. Keep it live, keep it going. Oh, I was so close. Oh, we're gonna get right back to it. It's fine.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Nailed it. All right, bud, it's just you now. Join your brethren in death.
Do it, Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Nailed it.
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Yes. Alright, what do we got in here? What's this about? Fork it over. Omega Elixir. Feels very, like, final room kind of deal here. Man, remember when we got to Pelagian and fought Volron? Those were the days. What are you? Oh, it's just a dragon, but it was laying down. I was so terrified for a second that it was something I didn't know. Ow. Nope. Get smashed. Stay away from me. What is it doing? It's charging fire. Your fire means nothing to me. I'm gonna get this core break eventually. I'm gonna get it eventually, you scumbag. There it is. Hi. Back down you go.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
No, we're good. Don't worry. We're good. We're good. Burn up.
No further.
In a bind. Does this thing cast? Oh, dang it. I didn't know you could cast. I should have saved Rinwell. Ow. Oh, it's doing it again, huh? That's neat, and by neat, I mean I hate you. Alright, your explosion is too far away, you buffoon. Go fast. I missed that art. Thank goodness that hit. I almost ruined that. Higher! Oh man, over 30k, let's go. Ow. Nope. Dude, that claw move is so easy to get a perfect dodge off of, I feel like. I'm gonna end you. I'm gonna get this break here in a second. Just you wait. Start spamming these. Nope, that's mine. That's mine now. That's mine. Dibs, 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 dibs. Help. How have I not broken that chest piece? I'm amazing. I am amazing.
Take it down.
Time to die. No, sir. I said it's time to die. You're done. You're done for today. It's over.
In an instant.
Whew, man.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
Alright. Any more enemies, or are we at a checkpoint? Don't want to use an orange gel until I see what's on the other side of this teleporter.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
That's what's most wrong, I agree. Kisara not being able to cook for me? Uninhabitable. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me, dude. Can I avoid this one? Like, I fought every enemy we've come across. I just really don't want to fight you again. Don't stick your tongue out at me like that. Let me get by, let me get by, let me get by, let me get by. No, the thorn, the thorn! No, I'm running from you. Absolutely not. I call hacks. I shouldn't have been caught there. Try harder, loser. Later, nerd.
I won't fight just for the sake of it.
I really think and hope that the, right over here is a heal spot or a way back to the top. There are a lot more crystals on this planet than I was expecting. Fruit of Helgen. Helganquil. There's still more! It never ends! I know there's another teleporter that is going to take us back to the surface somewhere. So I assume we still get one more shop run before the thing. Can I, like, fight one of you, though? I want to fight, like, just one of you, though? Can that be allowed? Is this allowed? Is that allowed? I don't think they're ever gonna get far enough away from one another. This is as good as I'm gonna get. Nope. I doubted that I could fight one at a time, and lo and behold, that's their name. Nothing will save you from me, or my incineration wave.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I'll take you all on.
Get him. We heard you like final dungeons, so we put extra final dungeon in your final dungeon. They really did. This is a good final dungeon. Try harder, loser. But also, please don't actually try harder. I'll cry.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Take it down.
Does this thing ever cast an art? I don't think it does it? Pretty sure.
Far enough.
Here's a healing arm.
Nope.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
That'll bring you down.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
No further.
Ow.
Eat dirt.
Get down.
Appreciate the help.
Thank you, Healing Circle, for being here to let me use that incineration wave effectively. I need you to be dead, like, ASAP, because I need to deal with your brother. Oh. Mr. Guard, huh? Or Overlimit, rather. No, my Mystic Art didn't hit me out of it at the last second. I was holding the button. Screw off. Stupid dang. I should have had my better Mystic Art there. It hit me away just as I was holding the buttons for it, and I think it canceled it as a result.
Appreciate the help.
Nope.